This little girl just turned 4 years old. The doctors put a chip in her brain. Mary was so happy when she saw it because from now on, she can see everything her daughter sees. She can also use the computer to turn bad images and gory scenes into mosaics. On the way home, the dog on the roadside kept barking at Wendy. But Wendy wasn't afraid because in her eyes, the dog had become a moving mosaic. But this chip has a drawback. This day, Mary left for work. At home, Grandpa had a heart attack and suddenly collapsed on the floor. He told Wendy to call Mary, but in Wendy's eyes, her grandpa's agonizing face was a mosaic, and even his voice was erased. Luckily, Mary realized the danger in time through the image her daughter saw. After that, Wendy slowly lost her feelings for her grandfather. Even on the day of his funeral, she wasn't sad at all. Looking at her mother squatting there motionless, Wendy didn't understand what it meant either, because her mother's face had become a mosaic in her eyes. As Wendy grew up, she gradually realized something was wrong, because she didn't understand what her classmates were discussing. She felt alone. A needle was stuck in the girl's head, although the girl felt no pain. But from then on, all the bad images she saw became a mosaic, and her perverted mother monitored her every move. This day at school, her classmates were discussing horror movies, but Wendy couldn't get into it because all she sees is a mosaic. Looking at Wendy's eager eyes, the boy tried to explain it to her, but as he talked, his voice was eliminated. Back home, Wendy drew the color of blood on a piece of paper, but before she finishes, the blood on the paper also becomes a mosaic. At this moment, a bold idea welled up inside her heart. As the tip of the pen pierced Wendy's finger, the blood coming out of her finger also became a mosaic. Meanwhile, Mary heard the alarm and rushed to check it out. Wendy is stabbing her finger with a pencil. She rushed in to stop her daughter. The next day, Mary took Wendy to psychotherapy. She didn't realize that her overprotection had caused her daughter to become depressed. But now the chip in Wendy's brain can no longer be removed. Mary could only turn off the chip system and let her daughter return to normal life.